All right, so shout out to Diaz Twins MMA. I saw this picture on Instagram today, and I thought, hey, I should rank these guys because there's so many legends in this picture. It brings back a lot of memories, and I just thought it would be a fun idea. So where do y'all have? Who do you think is the least dominant of this 9? I'm about to lose. I know I'm gonna lose some old heads when I started out, but I'm sorry.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
I hate that I have to say he's the least dominant because he was extremely dominant. This guy was an absolute monster. But when we compare him to the others, the level of fighters that he was fighting and the amount of losses that he has kind of negates his legacy. He had a 7-fight losing streak at the end of his career. That is more than Tony Ferguson. All right, so we can't forget that. We can't disregard that. Another reason is he has a lot of great wins, but a lot of people beat him. Frankie Edgar beat him twice. GSP beat him. Lyoto Machida beat him. Matt Hughes beat him. And if you look at the other guys on this list, some of those guys get beat by the other guys on this list. So I have to be fair and say BJ Penn is a 9. But goodness gracious, this dude, when he would beat people, he would beat people. I feel like they fought differently back in the day. Like, I feel like they fought like it was really a savage backyard brawl. And nowadays it's all technical and
Point fight. I scored a little more points than he did this round.
nah, bro. In the old school days, dude, they were trying to kill people. All right, so I got BJ Penn at number 9. No disrespect to him. He's a legend, but compared to the rest of these guys, last place. All right, I know I'm going to lose everybody. It's okay. You lose 50% of your viewers in the first 2 minutes of your video, so might as well continue it. All right, this guy did not defend his belts. Okay, before you shoot me, this guy did not defend his belts. Yes, he's the most legendary UFC fighter of all time. Yes, he's a star. Yes, he has cool movies. Yes, he has great knockouts over some legends. Like, to say he knocked out Dustin Poirier, to say he beat Max Holloway, to say he beat Jose Aldo, those are 3 names that are just ridiculous to have on your resume. But he never defended. He got the belts, left. And so I have to keep him way up here. This is also a reason why I don't have BJ Penn very high. It's because when you look at the names on these people's resume, you got to say, whoa, he beat so-and-so. And with BJ Penn, there's not a lot of names on there where you're like, whoa, he beat so-and-so. That's just why I got to have Conor McGregor a little higher than BJ Penn. Otherwise, I would have Conor at last place because at least BJ Penn defended his belt 3 times. That's it. All right, let's go. Next, Triple C, dude. So he's at number 7. Once again, this guy, he didn't defend his belt that many times, but he does have some crazy high level. He has a very high level win with Demetrius Johnson, even though he did go 1-1 with him. Very high level win in Dominic Cruz. Very high level win at TJ Dillashaw. But yeah, he didn't defend his belt very much. He wasn't that dominant. Like, people weren't like fearing Henry Cejudo, and people definitely do not fear Henry Cejudo right now. That's why he's calling out people like Rob Font. Why the heck do I have him ahead of McGregor? Oh, because he defended his belt. In hindsight, guys, I think McGregor's ahead of this guy. I think what McGregor did and the opponents that McGregor faced and the way that he beat those opponents is a little more dominant than Henry Cejudo. So that's my bad. My fault. Next. This is one of my favorite fighters of all time. This is the guy who got me into the freaking sport. When I was a high school wrestler, I was like, who are the best wrestlers in the UFC? Randy freaking Couture. This dude, before there was Khabib, before there was GSP, before there was Daniel Cormier, there was Randy freaking Couture doing double legs, slamming people, ground and pound, beating them to a pulp. Just like I said, beating them like it was like 2 drunk uncles in the backyard. Like street beefs before street beefs, dude. Before street beefs, we had Randy Couture. And this dude is such a dog. And then he's like, oh, I think I'll film a movie. I think I'll be in Expendables 16 this summer. And then I'll come back and I'll beat the crap out of some other heavyweight. Dude, this guy, and then you look at the name values on his wins. You got Tito Ortiz. You got Chuck Liddell. You got Vitor Belfort. You got Kevin Randleman. These are some animals. These are some animals on his. You got Tim Sylvia. Maybe I'll put the picture in here of how big Tim Sylvia was. He was like 6'9". It's like fighting, like it was like David and Goliath, and he whooped him. He beat him bad. He's up here for me. I think he gets slept on a lot. He was a 3-time champ, which is because he lost the belt and won the belt back. He went up to heavyweight, beat real deal 265-pound dogs. He went down to 205, beat legends of the sport. And I think he deserves his props. He doesn't get enough props. We got Daniel Cormier. All right. Now, this one is really close between him and Randy Couture. I think they could go back and forth because if you remember, Cormier didn't necessarily get the belt by being the best in the weight class. He got the belt by people failing drug tests, by John Jones failing drug tests, basically. But he does have a crazy resume. Like, I don't know why I have Derek Lewis up at the top. Like, that's his standout victory. But he beat Stipe Miocic. I think they had a trilogy, and he won one of them. Which, hey, one win. He beat Rumble Johnson twice. He beat Alex Gustafsson. He beat Roy Nelson. Bullied Roy Nelson. He beat Dan Henderson. He beat Frank Mir. Like, it's just a good man. This guy needs to be on number 6. This is bad, guys. I'm so sorry.
Hey, bro,
so sorry.
come on now, dog.
I'm gonna have to fix this.
Come on, man.
He needs to be number 6 because Randy Couture. No. You know what? The thing is, Randy Couture has a lot more losses than Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier he lost to John Jones and he lost to Stipe. That's it. Am I wrong? Did anyone else beat him other than Stipe and John Jones? Yeah, I stand by that. He's number 5. Because the thing about Randy Couture is all those guys who he beat, he also, like, he went 1-1 with Vitor Belfort, and he only won one fight with Chuck Liddell. They fought 3 times. So I'm cool with Daniel Cormier being number 5. Next on my list. Oh. All right. This is not recency bias, guys. It's not recency bias. This guy, I just listed all his fights. I listed all his fights. -2, okay? He's fought nothing but champions, and he's knocked out nothing but... I don't even have Jamal Hill on here. How did I forget Jamal Hill? He's knocked out 1, 2, 3, 4. He's knocked out 4 champions. He's been in the UFC for like 2 years. 3 years. He's knocked out 4 champions, beaten 5 champions, okay? In 2 weight classes. He's 1-1 with Izzy, but he knocked Izzy the heck out. So I got Alex at 4. His ceiling is so high and he's had such a small amount of time to do it that he's already number 4. I mean, if you want to crucify me, let me know in the comments. It's all good, dude. It's all good. I feel like I'm going to hurt some feelings here because we left Conor McGregor. He's way out there in the dust, bro. He's way out there in the middle of the desert. Like Red Dead Redemption, when you go and you find people just stranded in the middle of the desert, that's where Conor McGregor is. He's way back there, number 8. So we're up here. We're about to get into the top 3. Who do y'all think of the top 3? I bet you didn't think the top 3 was going to be this lady. Boy, dude, okay. Honestly, like Poatan, if he was Poatan's career, like the amount of name value of the people he's beaten, put that in the women's division, and it's Amanda Nunes. She's beaten anyone who's anyone in the women's UFC. Valentina Shevchenko twice. Chef Twinkle. Oh, she turned her into Valentina Shevchenko. All right, Ronda. Oh gosh, man. You know, I couldn't get away with that in any other niche except for the UFC niche. So that's what I appreciate about the UFC niche, is that no one's going to cancel anybody in here, which can be kind of bad. Which can be kind of bad if you ever seen a Rigo video. I think sometimes he needs to get canceled. But anyways, Ronda Rousey, dude, she beat the crap out of Ronda Rousey. She beat the crap out of Chris Cyborg. She beat the crap out of Holly Holm. She beat the crap out of Miesha Tate. And then I feel like, does anyone else feel like she let Juliana Pena beat her just to have a little, just to spice it up a little in her career? Anyone feel like that? Because when she came back in the rematch, she was just doing whatever she wanted to. It was like, oh, okay, now I'm going to actually try. I feel like she wasn't trying the first fight. But yeah, you got to put Amanda Nunes. I have her top 3. I have her more, even if she was a man, I would still have her top 3 because of the value of these wins. Next, you already know, it's Jon Jones. Now, obviously, he has he went through Murderer's Row, Daniel Cormier, Shogun Rua, Lyoto Machida, Chael Sonnen, Vitor Belfort, Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson. Dude, he beat them all. Whooped them all. The only thing keeping Jon Jones from being number 1 is his issues. Like literally this morning, I got a notification on my phone that he got charged with 2 misdemeanors for assaulting the drug test lady. He literally might not even fight Stipe in November. So just with all that nonsense, I'm taking away his number 1. He can't be the GOAT of the double champs. The GOAT of the double champs is Georges St. Pierre. Bro, dude's name is Georges. It's only one of them. There's only one. You only had one son. You named him plural, Georges. Look at the Georges over there. Anyways, here's the thing about Georges St. Pierre, though. The name value of the people he beat, it's not as much as Jon Jones. BJ Penn twice, beat Matt Hughes twice, beat Michael Bisping. I don't know why we act like that's an impressive win. I don't know. British people don't throw hot tea on me, British people. I'm just stating my opinion, okay? Carlos Condit, Nick Diaz. I think the reason I'm going to put him at 1 is because of this next page I'm going to show y'all. And this next page is like, honestly, pause the next page, screenshot the next page, use it for all your debates because it is so freaking helpful. Dude, thank God for ChatGPT. Thank God for AI. They just made this for me, all right? Now, this is only based on defenses, okay? You look at this. Jon Jones has 11 defenses. He should be number 1, but I'm taking him number 2 because he can't stop doing drugs. Georges St. Pierre, 9 defenses. 11 defenses, 9 defenses is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. These guys reigned like longer than presidents, longer than prime ministers. Amanda Nunes also 7 total defenses in two weight classes. That's unheard of. That's absolutely unheard of. Way busier than all of these other tough guys. Of course, we got Henry Cejudo, 1 defense, 1 defense. Conor McGregor, 0 defenses, 0 defenses. And then you got BJ Penn, Alex Pereira, Randy Couture, Daniel Cormier. They're kind of in the middle. This what definitely drove my decisions for this video. Man, I know y'all watching this and y'all like, dang, we're not getting this with freaking Rigo, man. We're not getting this stuff with Rigo, dude. We only get this at Flying Squirrel. But yeah, so that's my list. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And I'm out.